What's up, riders? Welcome back to the Bike Alex. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most legendary hooligan machines ever built, the brand new 2026 KTM 690 SMC R. The Supermoto King is back, sharper, meaner, and more thrilling than ever. If you thought the 690 was wild before, just wait till you hear what KTM has done for 2026. Stick around, because in this video, we'll break down the design, performance, features, riding experience, and of course, my honest verdict after taking it for a spin. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get this ride started. A legend reborn. The KTM 690 SMC R has always been that one bike that refuses to play by the rules. Born for sideways action, made for twisties, and loved by thrill seekers, it's a machine that turns every road into a racetrack. But the 2026 model, oh boy, KTM has pushed it to a whole new level. This isn't just a small facelift. This is a complete evolution of the Supermoto concept, combining that raw single-cylinder madness with smarter electronics, better handling, and a more refined design that screams, ready to race. KTM knows the SMC R has a cult following, so instead of reinventing the wheel, they've perfected it. Design and styling. Let's talk looks. Because, come on, this thing is pure aggression on two wheels. The 2026 KTM 690 SMC R gets an updated LED headlight unit, sharper bodywork, and a slimmer tail section that gives it a race-ready stance. The color scheme, that iconic KTM orange with black and silver accents, just pops under sunlight. The new graphics are inspired by KTM's MotoGP and Dakar design language, making the bike look like it's straight off a factory race team. Even the details have been refined. A new lightweight subframe, revised fuel tank design for better ergonomics, and redesigned handguards that add a bit of flair while improving wind protection. Everything about the 2026 model feels tighter, sleeker, and more premium, without losing that raw Supermoto edge we love. The heart of the beast, engine. Alright, let's talk power. The 2026 KTM 690 SMC R is powered by the legendary 693cc LC4 single-cylinder engine, one of the most powerful single-cylinder engines in production. This year, KTM has retuned it for even smoother delivery and stronger mid-range punch. It now produces around 76 horsepower and 75 Nm of torque, paired with a 6-speed gearbox and quickshifter plus as standard. That's right, clutchless upshifts and downshifts are now buttery smooth. The throttle response is instant, the torque hits early, and that signature single-cylinder thump is addictive. And despite its wild nature, KTM has improved refinement, reducing vibrations with updated engine mounts and internal balancing tweaks. It's raw power with modern polish, the best of both worlds. Sound and emotion. Let's be honest, half the fun of owning an SMC R is the soundtrack. That raspy, throaty exhaust note that crackles and pops on deceleration, it's pure adrenaline. KTM has redesigned the exhaust for 2026, not just to meet emission norms, but to give it a more deep, aggressive tone. Every throttle blip makes your heart race, and when you're riding through a tunnel, you'll feel like the star of your own movie. This bike isn't quiet, it's confident, it wants the world to know it's alive. Riding experience. Now let's talk about what it's like to actually ride the 2026 KTM 690 SMC R. In one word, insane. The throttle is razor sharp, the torque delivery explosive, and the power-to-weight ratio simply unmatched in this category. You can be cruising at 50 km/h in 6th gear, twist the throttle, and it just launches. The bike feels tall, commanding, and flickable, like you're on a high-performance dirt bike that's been tuned for asphalt warfare. It's playful, yet precise. Brutal, yet forgiving. Even in city traffic, it's surprisingly manageable thanks to smoother fueling and a lighter clutch. But take it out on open roads, and it transforms into a weapon. The front wheel loves to lift, the back loves to dance, and you can't help but grin the entire time. This bike doesn't just take you places. It takes your soul for a joyride. Comfort and practicality. Now, let's be honest, the SMC R was never built for comfort. But for 2026, KTM has made a few improvements to make it a bit more livable. The seat is slightly redesigned, still firm, but with better padding and contouring. The foot pegs are repositioned for less knee strain, and the handlebar angle has been tweaked for better ergonomics on longer rides. You also get a new cooling system that keeps engine temps in check even during slow urban rides. Fuel efficiency: around 22 to 24 km/h, depending on your right wrist, not bad for a single-cylinder powerhouse. So yes, it's still a hardcore supermoto, but now a little easier to live with. Build quality and reliability: KTM's build quality has come a long way, and the 2026 SMC R shows that evolution. From the frame welds to the switchgear feel, everything screams premium. The paint finish is deeper, plastics are sturdier, and the new TFT interface feels fast and refined. Service intervals remain at 10,000 kilometers, and KTM has improved durability of clutch components and engine internals for long-term reliability. This is a bike built to be ridden hard, every single day. Competition and market position: so where does the 2026 KTM 690 SMC R stand in today's market? Honestly, it has no direct rival. You could compare it with the Husqvarna 701 Supermoto, but that's practically its cousin. Other manufacturers have moved away from pure supermotos, focusing on adventure or sport categories. That makes the 690 SMC R a rare breed, a true performance machine for riders who crave excitement over comfort. It's not a beginner's bike, and it's not meant to be practical, it's meant to make you feel alive. Price and availability: the 2026 KTM 690 SMC R is expected to hit dealerships globally in early 2026, with an estimated price of around $13,999 USD, depending on region and taxes. That's a premium price tag, but for the performance and technology it offers, it's honestly worth every dollar. You're not just buying a bike, you're buying an experience, something that very few motorcycles can replicate. Final verdict: so, what's the verdict? The 2026 KTM 690 SMC R isn't just a motorcycle, it's a statement. It's KTM saying, we still care about pure riding joy. It's one of those rare machines that connects rider and road in the most visceral way possible. Every throttle input, every corner, every slide, feels like poetry in motion. If you love adrenaline, if you love control, and if you love bikes that make you laugh inside your helmet, this is the one. The Supermoto legend lives on, and it's better than ever. Outro. Alright guys, that's it for today's review of the 2026 KTM 690 SMC R, the ultimate single-cylinder supermoto experience.